Welcome and thank you for stopping by, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It is your host, Galadon, and yes, today's episode we're focusing on huge capital gold. Yes, I just recently took my Galadon 5.0 account all the way to Town Hall 6 just so that I could join Tribe Gaming and learn from their capital raids, and boy did I learn. Now, if you guys want to learn alongside me, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and check out all of the cool videos about all of the different facets of Clash of Clans. But let's get into what happened last raid weekend over here in Tribe. Now, of course, I am going to do my own contribution to help out what little bit I can, and I'll tell you right now, it's a very little bit. If you take a look at the raids they did last weekend, I mean, 826 raid medals, way more than I saw in just Galadon or in use code Galadon. What the heck are these guys doing right? Look at Now It's End. Over 15,100 capital gold looted. Every single player, of course, got to their 6 of 6 raids, and most of them did far, far better than lowly little Galadon 5.0. I barely grabbed 8,000 capital gold, but specifically I wanted to look at the raids from Now It's End and see what he did right. 81% there, then he picked up an entire base and 2 attacks on Barbarian Camp right here, and then of course he went over here, picked up 2 more on Balloon Lagoon. I was only able to record 5 of his 6 attacks because the 6th one had already scrolled off. These guys had so many raids, destroyed so many clans, but let's take a closer look at Now It's End and his strategy using, and this was key, raid carts. Lots of raid carts being used in all of these raids. Exciting to watch, and obviously it kind of works out pretty well because the barbarians do kind of tank for the cart itself. Getting the giants in front, always key. Proper utilization and timing of the battle ram, and then watch for the heal spells. Okay, obviously there is going to be some common sense here as far as getting those heal spells in the most defensively concentrated areas, but also check out how he plans ahead. And it's always good for everybody to plan ahead, much like maybe entering creator code Galadon before you make a purchase in the shop. Plan ahead, make sure it's active, it helps out, and again, just make sure you're using somebody's creator code. It is something that doesn't cost you anything, but it's a great way to thank those creators for putting that Clash content together for you. Okay, so Now It's End, obviously great timing in everything. Spells and the troop deployment, the lighting spell, just kind of a little extra throwdown. Obviously not a lot of use for it right here. It doesn't do a great deal, but we'll speed this one up as he does eventually get through just about half of this base, and then he comes in and finishes it off. And that is something that can work out to your advantage, obviously, being able to stack attacks back to back. So maybe you've got a plan from your first attack that you can follow through on your second, and that may be something you need to communicate to your clan ahead of time so that somebody else doesn't snipe your second attack and roll in and steal it. Right here, Now It's End is going to grab the other 54% of this Balloon Lagoon, making it look easy. And again, obviously, we're not going to be able to necessarily copy the exact attack, the exact army and spells used, although there isn't that much variation out there. The bases are starting to move around, and we're seeing fewer and fewer default bases from clans that are participating in raid weekends. Okay, so the giants continuing to try to tank for the carts as best as possible. You can see that doesn't work out ideally, but hey, it's working out, and one way or another, it does seem to go pretty well. There's the heal spell, almost not even needed. A little bit of overkill right here. He still has another barbarian, another super balloon. Wait, what? Well, the super balloon went off somewhere and destroyed something. We missed that one. But as you can see, looking good so far, and obviously it comes down to being careful about which attacks you cherry pick, trying to maximize your capital gold, and obviously it just comes down to doing well. You got to get those units to survive. Here he picks up the 3-star, and he will get a small bonus for the leftover troops, although it's not that much. And I will tell you right now that you're not going to see much at all as far as the bonus. Watch this bonus at the very end for remaining troops. It's about 100. Okay, fine. It's exactly 100 capital gold. It's just not that much. Don't count on getting much capital gold if you go in and you're only getting a few percentage points on the end of a raid. Now here, he is going to have to pick up nearly 50% on this base, 45%. And yes, of course, he's got the huge advantage of the heal spell from the previous raider. And that is always going to be key. It almost looks as if the previous attacker specifically placed the heal spell so that the next attacker could follow up and do exactly what Now Its End did right here, and that was roll in with a pretty cool looking super loon attack. It almost felt like a traditional home village loon attack, dropping the balloons from different angles at different timing, and yeah, it was more than overkill right here. Obviously going to finish off the 3-star, picking up just about 2,500 capital gold, which turns out was the average for all 6 of his attacks to end up at about 15,000 capital gold. This one even better, 2715 plus the 97 bonus. And we'll move on to the final 2 attacks we've got from Now Its End. And again, this is Now Its End finishing off a barbarian camp district by himself. And again, watch how he sets up for his second raid. The first raid almost feels like just a prep, just a setup to start to clear away strategic defenses to get that pathway into the village, and also to get rid of some of those outside defenses. Notice the rocket artillery way out there in the top of the base. He is going to focus on that during this first attack so that the final attack can finish off the core, and watch for the heal spells. That again is just such a game changer when it comes to clan capital attacks, that heal spell. And in fact, in this first of 2 attacks on Barbarian Camp, Now Its End won't even use the heal spell. The heal spell deployment will be an afterthought, a pre-plan for the second attack so that he can overwhelm the core of this base. So again, 300 IQ strategy, I think so. I think it's very well done. And on defense, this is something we're seeing a lot of, and that is the placement of the posts outside the walls to help slow down those attacking troops. So watch for that for your own clan as well on defensive designs. I can't really share tribes layouts right now, but perhaps in the future they'll let me put some of them up online so you guys can copy them. Rocket artillery is out of the way, and notice one of the keys here is patience. There's nobody rushing to get these attacks done, worrying about the time running out, being very cautious, very measured, and in fact, right now only has 5 more camps of the sneaky archers to roll in. So targeting very specific defenses, making sure those outer buildings are gone, and then you can see that from the bottom left, that is going to be the final entry point for the second attack. Everything is going to be set up here as kind of a funnel. Yes, this first attack, think of it as the first half of an attack in the home village. We're just funneling, we're getting the outside buildings down, we're kind of setting up a pathway for the second attack to roll in. And this is again why you want your clan to not be out there sniping your attacks. You spend all this time setting everything up, planning this, and then somebody comes in, rolls it ahead of you and steals the attack. It's just not a good feeling. So communicate and you should be fine, but watch as the attack is rolling to an end. We're down to the final 20 seconds or so, and he still hasn't used the heal spell. And that's again because the heal is for the next attack, and that is one of the disadvantages to making a base that is so very compact, that has all of the high-powered defenses in one area, because right there, you've got one heal spell. You can see the second heal spell could be placed above and to the right of that one, and now you have virtually the entire base covered with a heal spell that will last, of course, for the entire attack. So 43%, Now Its End comes back in, 57 to pick up the triple, and of course, yes, they roll right in and start soaking up the heals from the very beginning of the attack. In fact, watch for that second heal spell. There's no reason to wait on it because, again, it doesn't have a timer. It lasts the entire attack. Now we've got double heals right in the core. You have invincible carts, invincible giants. Everybody's invincible while they're in all of that healing. Okay, fine, they're not technically invincible, but you know what I mean. They almost have an infinite regeneration of hit points. Those 2 raid carts are just going to annihilate everything. It doesn't seem even possible that this would be a 3-star from this point on out, but because of the heals, the raid carts will continue to bombard this base over and over again until they've gotten through everything. It's not until they get to the very edge of the base where they're going to lose that heal. Okay, fine. There's 3, not 2 raid carts, but still, they're doing a great job. And most of the key defenses are gone. You've got 1 spear thrower left. The multi-mortar just about to go down. Archers are cleaning up around the outside. I mean, yes, obviously, you can carry over many different fundamentals from home village attacks onto the builder hall side, including, hey, there's no air targeting defenses left. Let's bring in the minions. They cannot be stopped. They roll in behind the bomb tower, the cannon, and that's it. You can see that Now Its End is going to pick up another 3-star eventually. And it looks like another nearly 4,000 in capital gold. and a total of 15,006 attacks. Always fun to watch Tribe Gaming excel both in the Hope Village and now in the capital raids as well. Hopefully we will learn more and get better ourselves. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. Thank you for sticking around all the way to the very end. True hashtag YellowFam. That is why I love, think about, and appreciate every single one of you every single day. So get out there, make the best of the rest of your day, week, month, and year. Be kind to other people, animals, and the planet. I'll see you back here again tomorrow for more full attacks. That was actually too fast. All right. Well. Galadon! Galadon! That was actually too fast. That's what she said.